Hello, Hillwood. I'm Eliza.
And I'm Kinsey.
Here's what's happening at HMS.
All library books are due this week. Come renew or turn in so you don't have any fines.
Mandatory chair tryout meetings are beginning this week. Check posters around school and website for details. Or see Ms. Morgan or Ms. Horton.
HMS meeting date is January 14th at 6 p.m. for incoming 7th graders and 7 p.m. for incoming 8th graders. You must have parent-guardian in attendance.
Here's what else is happening at HMS.
Let's go way on, way back when. I didn't even know you, you couldn't have been too much more than 10. Get back to where you once belonged. Get back.
Welcome to another edition of Back in the Day Friday. I'm Shauna here with Old Man Nevitt. So how are you doing, Old Man Nevitt?
I'm doing great, Shauna. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well.
All right. What do we have in the back in the day mailbag today?
Let's see. Dear Old Man Nevitt, I've been rambling in my head what kids like me like to do in their spare time back in the day. Sincerely, Mary.
All right, Mary. Well, you know what, Mary? I ramble in my head sometimes, too. I just ramble around thinking about the old days and the old times. And let me tell you something about what we did in our spare time back in the day. So now you guys in your spare time, you do what you do all the time. You sit there on the phone and you stare and tap and stare and tap and just dream away your existence. Well, we had to dream away our existence in a little bit different way, like outside, face to face, talking to people. So, our parents, instead of just watch us sit on the couch all that day, they'd say, go out, play, have a good time. And we'd go out, cruise the neighborhood, ramble around the neighborhood, and play games. Maybe we jump some rope, play some jacks, climb some trees, actually get some exercise, breathe some fresh air, play hide and go seek, capture the flag, that kind of thing. All kinds of great things that you could still do today, Mary. You just put down that phone, ramble on outside, breathe in the beautiful fresh air, get some exercise, might do you some good.
All right, so what's the back in the day artifact today?
All right, back in the day artifact today.
Are those your yearbooks?
Yearbook. Well, you see, they say, what do they say on there, Chona?
The World Book.
Yeah, the World Book Yearbook. So, World Book was an encyclopedia. Have you ever heard of an encyclopedia?
No.
No, never heard of an encyclopedia. The concept's still around today. You ever heard of Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they kind of stole the encyclopedia idea, took it digital. But this is the old school encyclopedia. So, encyclopedias, they've actually been around for 2,000 years. Really, really old, a lot older than Wikipedia. It comes from the Greek encyklopaidia, meaning general education or complete instruction. So the idea is that in an encyclopedia, you would have, when you have the whole set, you would have A to Z. These are the yearbooks, but you would have A to Z, the whole alphabet, and within each one, it was just a treasure chest of information about things starting with that letter. The oldest still in existence dates all the way back to the year 77. All right, not 1977, not 1777, not even 1377. 77, Naturalis Historia by Pliny the Elder. He's a Roman, Pliny the Elder. So that's what, like, if I was alive in 77, you might have called me Mr. Nevitt the Elder, rather than Old Man Nevitt. So that's the oldest one still in existence. They developed through the years. The modern day ones started around the 1700s. The Encyclopedia Britannica, which is still around, they have a website too, online encyclopedia too, kind of like Wikipedia. They rolled out in about 1768. And so these encyclopedias, they were, to get the whole set, it was really expensive. And by the 1950s and 60s, you would have like these door-to-door salesmen that would come up to your house, they'd knock on the door, and they would say, Mr. and Mrs. O'Connell, would you like to buy our set of encyclopedias? And so you would say, oh, I don't think I can afford that. But they would say, oh, we have this installment plan. You pay month by month. You get A through Z. Maybe, the first years you only can do book reports on A. So, aardvark, ants, whatever your biology project is, it better start with A. But once you get that whole set, you're good. And then they'll even send you, at the end of each year, a yearbook. that tells you what happened the next year. Since they can't update it online like we do now, they send you out the yearbook. That way, you're up to date. You bought the encyclopedias in '62, but now you know what happened in '63 too. So, you want to take a dive into these, learn some information?
Sure. All this page turning is making me tired. My hand is starting to cramp. Holy moly! They had computers in 1964? Is that the moon?
Yes, the moon. The moon, it was around back in the day too. We had already found the moon, and we actually landed on it right here in 1969. You can see there Neil Armstrong outside the lunar module, man on the moon. That was the big thing, really the big things, 1969, landing on the moon, and the development of the Afro. So, thanks for joining us here on Back in the Day Friday. And we'll see you next time. Back in the day.
Let's go back, let's go way on, way back when. I didn't even know you, you couldn't have been too much more than 10.